Well, there are no major injuries reported after a small plane crash near Algona yesterday afternoon.
The Kossuth County Sheriff's Office says it happened just before 4:30 yesterday when a spray plane crashed in a field on 180th Street southwest of Algona. Authorities say the plane lost power and clipped power lines near a home, with the plane then landing. The pilot was treated on scene for minor cuts. The Federal Aviation Administration will conduct an investigation, which is standard for aviation incident.